G'day everyone, Ian Fegan here, also known as Professor Shoelace. Today's video is about corset lacing, which is a low friction lacing method with tightening loops that allow you to pull it extra tight. Now it's normally meant for corsets, but when it's used on boots and shoes, you can get that extra tightening plus a kind of interesting look. So let's take a look at it now. I've got it set up on a sneaker here. And you'll notice I've got fairly long shoelaces. That'll give us the length for those extra tightening loops. Now we've started straight across and out through the top eyelets. Take one end, run it diagonally, and in through the next lower eyelet. Same on the other side. Now this creates an outer crossover, and we follow that by running diagonally on the inside and out through the next lower eyelet to create an inner crossover. And the reason for those outer and inner crossovers is that it reduces friction. Now at the middle of the shoe, which we've already reached here, we need to create loops going out and back in through the next lower eyelets. So I'll do that on one side and on the other side. Now we once again create an inner crossover, followed by an outer crossover. And at the bottom of the shoe we take the loose ends and tie a reef knot, which is a left over right knot followed by a right over left knot. You can tuck those ends in. Pull the slack back up to the middle so we've got all the lacing length we can get there in these loops. Now you can grip those, pull them extra tight, and then to tie your knot, pretend that each side is just a single shoelace. You leave that knot tied permanently, and it's these loops that you actually tighten and tie the shoe with. So pretend that that's one shoelace end, tie a knot with it like you normally would, and then here again you create a loop, wrap around like you normally would, and you've tied a shoelace knot, except instead of single bows you've got double bows, and instead of loose ends you've got these single loops. And at the end of the day it's those single loops that you attack to pull your lacing undone. Now one final point is the difference between the number of eyelets. On 6 pairs of eyelets and on 10 pairs of eyelets you would see the lacing starting across the inside and finishing across the inside. With 4 pairs of eyelets or 8 pairs of eyelets like this, the lacing starts and finishes on the outside. And with an odd number of eyelet pairs, you can start on the top and finish on the bottom, or vice versa. Start on the inside and finish on the outside. Anyway, that's corset lacing. Hope you like it. And if you want more information, diagrams, instructions, animations, you name it, you can go to Ian's Shoelace site.